Hello everyone, today we show you how to measure DC current with the help of a multimeter. You see here, this is our multimeter, right? It is in off position, and how we are connected. You have to know that to measure DC current you have to make or put the digital multimeter in series connection. First of all, you have to know that whenever we measure voltage, we make it parallel connection. You see here, we are measuring the voltage. For measuring voltage, you have to make it parallel connection. You see, we are making it parallel connection, and you see, you measure the voltage. You see, we are measuring the voltage of this cell, and you are getting nearly 6 point. It is fluctuating anyway. Let's see, this is 20 volt, right? Now we'll check the voltage of this cell. To measure the voltage of a cell, you have to make parallel connection. For that, the positive probe will touch with positive probe and the negative probe with negative one. You see here, we are getting 8.38 volt, nearly 8.38 volt. This is parallel connection. That means for multimeter we have to use, if we want to measure voltage, then you have to make it parallel connection. This positive probe will be touched with the positive terminal of the battery, and the negative probe will be touched with the negative terminal of the battery, and then you will get the voltage, and it is parallel connection. You see, that is nearly 8.28 volt, 8.28 volt. If we change the probe, what will happen? It will show in negative sign. You see here, we are getting a negative sign. It is 8 point, nearly 8 point, right, negative. That means to measure the voltage, we have to put the multimeter in parallel connection. But to measure current, you have to put the multimeter in series connection. You see how you are measuring the current here. Here you see, we are putting this negative terminal of the multimeter, connecting with it with a LED. Here, this is an LED. You see here, this is an LED, and this LED is connected in series with this battery. Series connection. You see, this is series connection. See here, this is series connection. Now, if you want to measure the current through this LED, how much current is passing through this LED, then just put this in the current section. Here you see, you see the measurement. It is 10 ampere, 200 milliampere, 20 milliampere, and 2000 micro, that is a microampere, right? Now for that, you have to put this arrow in. First of all, you have to measure at least 10 ampere. Why? Because first of all, we don't want to, if you measure, you don't know the current flow through it. That's why you have to take the maximum value. To take the maximum value, that is 10 ampere, you have to put this red, the 10 ampere hole, this one, right? Now what you are getting, you see. Now if we check what is the current, then you will just touch it. See, the LED is glowing and it is showing the current, right? But if you want to know the actual value, then you have to put this one in milliampere point, this whole milliampere hole, this one, right? And for this, you have to put this here See, it is showing nearly, it is fluctuating since it is a flashing LED. You have to remember that to measure current, you have to put the load in the series connection. Only then you can measure. Otherwise, you cannot measure it, right? You see, this is nearly 40. It is fluctuating, but you can measure it. It is nearly 30 milliampere, nearly 30 milliampere, right? Or we can, you have to remember that to measure the current, you have to put the digital multimeter in series connection, right? Let us check other devices and see what is the current passing through any other devices, right? Here you see, and let us check once again. You see here, it is fluctuating, but it is nearly 30 milliampere. In this way, we can check the current of DC current, but you have to put the multimeter in series connection, right? In this way, you can check it. Now, I already told you, to measure the voltage, you have to put it in parallel connection. You see, what is parallel? You see your parallel connection means this one, the positive probe will be touched with the positive terminal of the battery, and negative terminal will be touched with the negative terminal of the battery and get the volt. See, you have to change it into voltage. This is 20 volt, and check it. We are getting 7.4 volt. It is 7.4 volt, right? 7.4 volt, right? In this way, you can check any other battery. Suppose this is a button battery. See here, this is a button battery. If you want to check this one, take the positive terminal with the positive terminal of the battery and negative terminal with the negative terminal of the battery, then you will get the positive value, right? Here you see, it is 1.42 volt, right? If you change the probe, you will get it in negative value. You see here, you are changing the probe, it is minus, it is showing minus. That is, if you change the probe, it will show in minus. It is 1.42 volt plus, and if you change the probe, then it is minus 1.42 volt, right? That is the process. Now, if you change the probe here, you will also get the negative value. You see here, we are changing the probe, you are getting the negative value, that is minus 7.60, but it is fluctuating, right? In this way, you can measure the voltage, and also you can measure the current in series connection. Let us check once again. We are measuring the current in series connection. For that, you have to take this negative terminal, negative probe or common with the LED, and this is in series connection. You put it here on the negative of the battery, and you just check it with the positive, and you get the current here. You see, you get the current. You check it. This is our current section, right? Then we are putting it at 200 milliampere, and if you change it, right, it is glowing, and we are getting the current is fluctuating, but it is nearly 30 milliampere, right? And if you put this on 20 milliampere, you will not get any value. Why? Because it is exceeding 20 milliampere, right? That's why we are not getting the value, right? And if you put it at 2000 microampere, it also exceeds this limit, and it will show it as 1. You see, it is showing as 1, right? In this way, you can check the various current flows through any load. You can put any load. Here you can put an LED, here you can put an fan or motor. You can check it in this way, right? Now, if you want to measure the AC voltage, how you can measure the voltage of AC current? You see, now we are measuring the AC voltage. You see how we are measuring the AC voltage. In next video, we will show you how to measure AC voltage. Dear friends, if you like this video, please subscribe, like and share. Thank you everybody for watching this video.